Hello and welcome everybody to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 4 or 3, I don't know. It's been like a week since I've recorded a draft video. I literally just got home from the Spotlight Series in Denver. Big congratulations to Andrew Baeckstrom. I actually got the opportunity to play a bunch of Magic and watch a bunch of drafts at LSV's house on Wednesday. So BK was drafting a ton, LSV was drafting a ton, and so was Mack Smith. So I got to check out the house and watch a ton of drafts, and I learned a lot. I feel like I've definitely leveled up my game after watching all of those drafts. I was kind of on the right track, 3, 4, 5 color soup decks, but I definitely learned a lot there. And I want to apply some of those learnings into the drafts moving forward. So let's see where this ends up. I'd be interested in drafting a multicolor control deck. I've already done it in the past, or maybe we can dabble in some aggro, but we'll see. But I will say it was really awesome casting an all limited event. I don't think I've ever actually done that ever. And it was just awesome to just always watch limited all the time. I'm sure all of you who are watching enjoy watching limited as well. So that's good. Also, big shout out to a couple of the patrons that actually made a really deep run in the event. We had 2 people that actually were in top 8 contention going into the last draft of Denver. So shout out to both of them. Just really, really awesome to see. I believe, I don't know, sorry, I forgot the name, but one of them I believe is Jimbo on the Discord, and the other is Dallas Johnson. So once again, shout out to the 2 of you. Really good run. Unfortunate that neither of you made the top 8, but still, it's really awesome to see that, see some of those folks do really, really well. All right, let's hop into this draft. Now, before this draft starts, just wanted to say, of course, this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Tarkir Dragonstorm, or you wanted to buy some singles to round out your constructed deck, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that good stuff. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, there's a lot for me to process in terms of what I learned over the course of this weekend, but basically, take bombs, take mana fixing, take globes, which I guess I wasn't valuing as highly, and take counter spells highly and kind of see where things go. All right, pack 1, pick 1. What do we have here? We have Revival of the Ancestors. Really, really powerful card here. 4 mana, make 3 tokens. Chapter 2, distribute 3 counters however you choose among creatures you control. And then Chapter 3, creatures you control gain trample and lifelink until end of turn. Now, normally I do like starting the draft with kind of a blue-green shell. So I think I might actually be leaning towards the Karakik Guardian here. But I just think this card is too good, so I think I'm just going to take this here. I'll make the mana work. Hey, maybe I end up in Abzan, although that's typically not where I necessarily want to start out. But I do think this card is just on another level. If it wasn't for Revival of the Ancestors, I would certainly take the Karakik Guardian. If I wanted to be really aggressive, I can consider taking the Dalkoven Pack Beast. But yeah, let's take Revival of the Ancestors and see where this goes. Now, I will prioritize mana fixing very highly, but also I will prioritize quality removal as well. There are lots and lots of bombs in this format. So this is a really interesting pack because, yeah, Kara Goldkeeper is fine, but I think after first picking Revival of the Ancestors, you could certainly make the case for taking Sandstep Citadel. But alternatively, you can also take Dragon's Prey. So I think that's basically what I'm considering here. We'll note that Dragon's Prey has actually played out to be slightly worse than anticipated. It's a good card, but a lot of the good big things that you want to kill are dragons. So I think it's close, but given after first picking Revival of the Ancestors, I'm going to want to play this card. You can get a lot of good removal in a lot of different colors. Why don't we take the Citadel here? Take the really good mana fixing and then see where this goes. Okay, moving on to pack 1, pick 3. This is actually pretty weak pack here. None of the commons I'm particularly interested in. Mardu Devotee is very, very good if you want to be the aggressive Mardu deck. This thing just fixes your mana, smooths out your draws, but of course, with this current start, it's not something that I'm too interested in. Attune Hunter is just okay, but I do think the power level of Lion Weight is just too high for me to take something else over this. You know, Attuned Hunter, Champion of Doosan are fine 3-drops, but I think the upside of this is good enough. I can certainly end up in a deck where I may be a black-green base deck, splashing both blue or white. So why don't we take the high upside pick in the Lion Weight here and kind of see where this can go. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 4. A bit of a weaker pack again. Whale of War is an okay grindy card in the late game, but I don't like to take it this highly. Formation Breaker can be interesting if you are kind of all in on the counters deck. It's an okay 2-mana play to have, although we're not necessarily committed to that yet. There is a Marshal of the Lost, which is quite nice if you do end up in a more aggressive deck, so maybe it's something that I can consider taking. Also, it gives me the option, like, if I want to be a more proactive, aggressive Abzan strategy, I could take this. Also, potentially, maybe I end up in Mardu. And if I end up in Mardu, Marshal of the Lost is a really nice creature to play in that deck as well. I think this has the most upside, so I will take Marshal of the Lost out of this pack. All right, ooh, we got... Wow, this pack is absolutely loaded here. Dispelling Exhale, Dragon's Prey, Riverwalk Technique, Rakshasa's Bargain, Glacial Dragon Hunt, Piercing Exhale. Oh my goodness, there are so many good cards to consider. Salt Road Skirmish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I even like Riverwalk Technique. So 7 cards that I'd consider here. Now, while I do think Glacial Dragon Hunt is really good, given my start, I don't know that I necessarily need to lean into a 5th color here. I think I'd rather just take a good premium card that I can always play. So as much as I like Dragon's Prey and I do think it's a good removal spell, I think Rakshasa's Bargain is a premium card draw spell, so I'm going to take it here. Even at 4 mana, this card is very good. All right, moving on to Pack 1, Pick 6, we're seeing another Dispelling Exhale. You know, I just love this card. I don't have any red cards yet, and this is just one of the better commons in the set. I'm just going to take it here. Maybe we end up in Sultai again. We'll see. But I think this card is fantastic. People are still sleeping on it, undervaluing this card, and black also seems to be kind of open. So maybe Sultai Shell is where we need to be. I do like my early copies of Caustic Exhale over Dragon's Prey, just because this helps you survive the early game more. It is important to pick up unconditional removal, but I do think Exhale is much, much better, especially the first copy of this card. There is a Thornwood Falls as well, but I do think all the cheap Exhales are premium cards that I'm very, very interested in putting into my deck. Okay, moving on here, Pack 1, Pick 8, we have Stalwart Successor, which can be okay. I mean, we do have Revival of the Ancestors. I don't have a million +1/+1 counters thing going, but I do think it's got the most upside here. I can also take Riverwalk Technique, but that would be a pretty early Riverwalk Technique. Why don't we go ahead and take the Stalwart Successor in case blue is not one of our core colors? Because this does, of course, go well with Revival of the Ancestors. And wow, the Armament Dragon tabled. There's an Oreni's rebuff, but hey, I'm trying my best to read the signals here. And by doing so, I think it is probably correct here to take the dragon to go with the successor here. Like I said, we can still end up being a black-green deck, splashing white and both blue. Now, if we do that, the Dispelling Exhale certainly gets worse. But yeah, let's take the Armament Dragon here and see where we can go with this collection of cards. Here, I just need a random 2-drop. I guess I'll take the Undergrowth Leopard, although I would not be thrilled if this is the card that ends up in my deck. Take another one, I guess. Gurmag Nightwatch can be okay, but another card that I'm not super thrilled in playing. I do like Riverwalk Technique, but certainly could use some more mana fixing to go with everything else that we have here. All right, moving on to Pack 2, Pick 1. Not really interested in Songcrafter Mage here just because we don't have any red cards. And if we're going to be an Abzan base, it's going to be too hard to cast. So for me, a couple of options. There's Roiling Dragonstorm on the potential splash, which can be okay. We're not super heavy on dragons. There's also a Kishla Skimmer, which is really nice. But like I said, Abzan seems to be where we might want to be. So I think, you know, it's certainly possible that I just end up straight Abzan. That's definitely on the table here. But I think I'm just going to take Caustic Exhale. Cheap, good interaction is still really, really important. And I will take it over the Sultai Monument, although I'm not entirely confident that this one is the correct pick here. But I really, really am a big fan of these Exhale effects. It just makes these slower controlling decks, it just makes it so that you can survive early and get to the late game. Here we have another Roiling Dragonstorm and a Winter Night Stories. I really like this card. And given that I don't know how many dragons I'm actually going to end up with, usually if you're Teamer, this card ends up being much better. And if blue's going to be on the splash, I do think I would much rather play Winter Night Stories. So let's go ahead and take that. Draw 3, discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. Unless you discard a creature card, Harmonize for 5 mana. This card is excellent and certainly worthy of a splash. All right, moving on to Pack 2, Pick 3. Well, we're certainly seeing a lot more blue cards here. We might have to make the swap here. Maybe we end up I don't know. I mean, it really just depends on our mana, but I do think Kishli Trawlers is the best card out of this pack, so I'm just going to take it here and kind of see where things go. I mean, I kind of want it to be Abzan, but I'm not seeing the Abzan cards. Not in this pack, at least. Here we have a Jungle Hollow. There's a Mammoth Bellow, but I think I'm just going to take a Jungle Hollow here. There's just no reason for me to move into a 5th color if I don't have to, especially given that my mana situation doesn't look particularly strong. So let's just take the Jungle Hollow just to make sure that we have good mana for the collection of cards that we have right now. All right, moving on here to Pack 2, Pick 5. Pretty interesting pack. We have a Blossoming Sands, Soggle Wildling, and Dispelling Exhale. And we're still kind of at that place where we're not sure if we're going to be base blue or base black or what have you. So I don't know if I'm super confident taking another Dispelling Exhale. And given that we're probably looking to be a 4-color deck, I'm going to take the Soggle Wildling because I know for sure that I'm going to be a base green deck. I know for sure that I'm going to be a base green deck here. So I think the Wildling is just going to really help with my mana fixing. Here we have a Hollowmurk Siege, but I actually think this card is a little bit overrated. It actually has a really low win rate as well, 54%. So I actually talked to Charles Wong about this too. He actually thinks all the Sieges are pretty bad. Just top 8 at the most recent event. I'm going to take a Tranquil Cove just because I feel like these are the 4 colors that I'm going to play. And I just want to make sure that I have decent mana for what I have here in front of me. Now we have the choice between a Roamer's Routine or a Whale of War. And, I'm just going to... I'm going to take the Roamer's Routine. If it was best of 3, I could consider the Whale of War. But I'm going to take this in case I'm going to need it for mana fixing. I'm hoping not to play it, but I'll take it here just in case. Here we have a Corroding Dragonstorm, which I don't really love, unless I have a million dragons. But that's not really what I'm doing. Temur Tawnyback, however, isn't particularly strong in this type of deck. Could just take another Riverwalk technique. Yeah, that seems fine. I actually do like this card a decent amount. Oh, wow. All right, Roiling Dragonstorm on the wheel. I guess I'll take it here. I do have a couple of dragons, and I almost took it last time, so let's take this here and see where this goes. Now we have Yathan Tomb Guard, which certainly can be okay if I have a lot of +1/+1 counters going. We'll see where this goes. Definitely could use some more 2-drops here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean... Look, it's just like we didn't really see that much white here, right? So maybe I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, my black cards are just not even that strong. So we'll kind of see what we need to do in this pack. I feel like my blue cards are just better, honestly. Look, I have the Dispelling Exhale on 2. I feel like a Sultai base might just be better, but we'll see where this goes. All right, moving on to Pack 3, Pick 1. We have Kishla Skimmer, which is fantastic. Knockout Maneuver, if I feel like I need another interactive spell. And then Host of the Hereafter, which I think is just okay. I think I'd rather have one of these 2 cards. Okay. I don't even know what I took. What just got taken? What the heck? Did I time out? Okay. What got taken out of that pack? Oh my gosh, New Way Forward got taken. My bad, folks. I guess I ran out of time while I was organizing my deck here. I do feel like I'm going to need some good mana fixing. I do like Fresh Start as a removal effect, but Abzan Monument seems very, very good as a fixer here. Really love Disruptive Stormbrood. Good, cheap removal spell and a dragon to go with some of the dragon cards that we have in our deck. So why don't we go ahead and take that? And wow, I feel really bad. That would have been really, really good for me. Man, that's really unfortunate. All right, not interested in Molten Exhale here. I can take a Dismal Backwater just for more mana fixing. I think that's what I want to do. Knockout Maneuver and Piercing Exhale is pretty good, but my interaction is looking all right. Double Riverwalk Technique, Lie in Wait, double Caustic Exhale. I think I need mana fixing more than anything now, so why don't we take the Dismal Backwater out of that pack. Now I am interested in some solid 2-mana plays here. This doesn't really feel like a particularly good counters deck anymore, so I don't think I want the Stalwart Successor. I think I'd rather just play the Einok Wayfarer as a solid 2-mana play for my deck. All right, Pack 3, Pick 6. There's a Breaching Dragonstorm. I have, 3 dragons, but it's a 5th color. I'm just going to take the Evolving Wilds for more mana fixing. But the power certainly seems to be falling off. But wow, that is a Pick 7 Sipsig Appraiser, which is absolutely ridiculous. And certainly a very good sign that blue seems to be open Of course, we don't have many picks left. Now we have Thornwood Falls versus Ice Ridge Serpent. And now that I have a bunch of mana fixing, I actually do need some playables here. So why don't I take the Ice Ridge Serpent? And I could probably use a random top-end card. Here, there's a Host of the Hereafter. I mean, it's a totally fine card. 4 mana for a 4/4 with some minor synergies here as well. It looks like we're going to be Sultai with 2 white cards, basically, is kind of where we are at right now. I mean, maybe I just play this anyways. This pack is quite weak. I guess I'll take Unending Whispers, but hopefully I don't have to play it. Although I might have to just because it looks like the playables are seemingly dying out here. 3, 4, 5. 26 minus 5 is 21 cards. Man, missing out on that one pick in pack 3, the first pick, is actually going to hurt me. Ooh, last pick, Breaching Dragonstorm. Should I play it? I don't think my mana actually allows me to do so. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to see if I can do the Abzan thing, but then ultimately it just didn't end up being the configuration that I wanted for this deck. Let's see what we need to do to kind of round out the cards that we have here. Now, this might actually be kind of tough. Like, I actually don't think I have a great way to close out the matches here, but we do have plenty of card draw here. Winter Night Stories, Rakshasa's Bargain, Roiling Dragonstorm, a bunch of the Exhales. So hopefully some of these dragons can get us over the finish line. But yeah, this is definitely a little bit concerning. Still need 2 more cards to play in this deck. Unending Whispers, I guess, is fine. It draws me some cards. I wonder if the Yathan Tomb Guard is good here. Let's see, how many things do I have with counters on them? I have the Einok Wayfarer. I have Host of the Hereafter, Revival of the Ancestors. I mean, I have an Armament Dragon. I have almost none, which makes it much, much worse. Yeah, this is actually really unfortunate. I'm actually just short playables here. I guess I can... I mean, the Sanskrit Outrider is fine, and I do have the Stalwart Successor. Maybe I should try to lean into some of the counters things, but this one is okay. I just feel like this one, just on rate, is just not quite good enough. But the Outrider, it's a fine card that I can maybe play with the Stalwart Successors. And this is 40 cards. Granted, we have a Monument and a Saga Wildling, but my sideboard just really doesn't have a whole lot here. So I think this is probably the configuration that I want to play. I don't think I need to play Roamer's Routine in this deck. We have 2 white cards, and so 1 Plains, Tranquil Cove, Sandstep Citadel, and Evolving Wilds gives me access to 4 white sources and the Abzan Monument. So yeah, probably just don't need the Roamer's Routine. And then let's just make sure the rest of the mana base works. 12, 10, 10 split, so I just need a pretty even colors across the board. This gives us 1, 2, 5, 6 green. And for black, we have 3, 4, 5, 7 black, 6 green, 7 black. Oh no, 4, 5, no, 7 green, 7 black, and 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. I mean, honestly, it's probably as good as it gets. Could maybe use another blue card, I guess. But I just think I need a pretty even split here. And then actually with the Abzan Monument, it's actually 8 green, 8 black, and 7 blue. Given that I have the most blue, let's go 1 more island and cut 1 swamp. I'm going to play 1 more green here just because I have the Einok Wayfarer on turn 2, which helps me get some of the other colors, along with the Saga Wildling. So if anything, I should probably shave on a black source more than anything else. But let's give it a swirl. Give this a whirl. This definitely wasn't the perfect situation, but hey, we still ended up with a playable deck with multiple colors. My favorite archetype is actually some kind of Temur Sultai hybrid. Kind of very similar to what Andrew Baeckstrom ended up drafting to win the whole thing, but this is what we have, so let's see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. It truly does mean a lot. Also, big shout out to all the patrons that I got to say hi to at the Spotlight Series in Denver. It was really awesome getting to meet so many of the people. Met a ton of folks. Just the experience in general was awesome. Big shout out. If just names that I can try to remember, I got to meet Shane and Megan. Megan actually played against LSV round 1, and then of course Dallas and I'm so bad with names, and all the other folks that I met. I'm sorry if I forgot, but big shout out. It was just awesome getting to just meet people in the flesh. I'm sure all of you have watched these videos before, but meeting these people in person was just a really, really great experience. All right. Perfect mana. Let's see how this goes. Turn 2, Caustic Exhale into turn 3, Rakshasa Bargain. That's the dream start here for this deck. Kill something. Oh, especially against Mardu, because Mardu's naturally not a great matchup for me. But if I can be on the play and have the turn 2 Caustic Exhale, of course, that makes things much, much better for me. Red-black. Okay. Nightblade Brigade. Okay. Ooh, they milled Alchemist Assistant. That's just value right there. All right, let's get 2 cards here. Oh my gosh. Do I have a white source? I do not. Well, Dispelling Exhale seems like a good interactive spell to have. Well, maybe, I mean, these 2 cards are really strong, but I do need to find a white source. Is that better than having the Exhale? Fine, let's get greedy here. Only because the reason being, oh wow, I should have been the dragon, I guess. But the only reason here being is I have a turn 4 and a turn 5 play already set up, right? I have Sandskater Outrider plus Riverwalk Technique over the course of the next 2 turns, which gives me outs to just find more white cards or more white sources to play. And at this phase in the game, I just feel like the value of being able to play this is much, much higher. So hopefully that ends up working out for us. Mardu Monument, excellent card. Probably going to get a Plains, yep. And Shock Brigade, and they can't really attack me here. So that's good for me. And now I have the choice between Riverwalk Technique and Stalwart Successor. And I'm just going to play the Riverwalk Technique here, probably. But wow, Stalwart Successor plus these 2 cards, I just need a white source, and I am golden. We have like 5 or 6 white sources in our deck. We just need to find one. Abzan Monument would be great. Natural Plains would be great. We have some tap lands as well. Sandstep Citadel. All right, land from the opponent. 4 cards in hand. War Effort. We are just going to counter that. Don't have time to be messing around with that. And nothing from the... Ooh, all right. Roiling Dragonstorm here. Can we find a white source? We did find a white source. That is excellent. Okay, so let's discard Jungle Hollow, play Stalwart Successor, Sandstep Citadel, and then next turn, if I play the Armament Dragon, oh my gosh, and I get to bounce it with the Dragonstorm. Let me read this again. Whenever one or more counters are put on a creature you control, if it's the first time counters have been put on that creature, oh my gosh, that is absolutely ridiculous. Assuming they don't kill... Like, the thing is, there's a good chance they kill the Stalwart Successor, but if they don't... Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Shock Brigade gets in. Nice. Duty Beyond Death is amazing in this deck, by the way. Wow. They got me real good there. Okay, land would be nice. Untap land. That is not, in fact, an untapped land, which makes me sad. So now what do? I can lie in wait this back, but that seems kind of weak. I can just play Armament Dragon because it blocks pretty well. They have 1 card left. I can also just play Revival of the Ancestors. But I kind of want to set that up with this lie in wait. Like, the thing is, this doesn't actually kill anything because Duty Beyond Death is absolutely busted. All right, let's play this. It just uses my mana the best. But we could just get run over. I mean, Duty Beyond Death is insane in the Mardu deck. Now I'm leaning pretty heavily on this 6/7 here. Now, if they kill it... Okay, if they kill it, I'm probably dead, real talk. All 3 of these have Mobilize as well. What happened? How did this one trick just completely decimate everything? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, if the last card is a removal spell, honestly, like, I feel like my luck against the Mardu decks, I have an absurdly bad win rate against the Abzan decks. I gotta kill the Butcher here. But I can't. I need to deal 4 damage? Well, that's not good. How is everything a 4/4? I don't understand. Unreal. Okay. Can play an Abzan Monument. A 6/7? Am I just dead if I do that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, this is kind of ridiculous. All right, let us see what they do here. This is just so much damage coming in. They can also attack me with the Mardu Monument too. Yep. Yep. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. Guess we just block there. Oh, come. You don't have another call. Like, what is this? Okay, you know what? Like I said, this is what happens when I play against Mardu decks. They seemingly just have everything or draw everything. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I actually had a really good draw that game. But just didn't have an answer for the big creatures just because everything was a 4. Somehow I just didn't have enough ways to kill 4 toughness things. It's okay. We're a little rusty. You know what I mean? It's been a week. It's been a week, so we're just a little bit rusty, that's all. We'll get the hang of this. Gonna keep this hand. I have all my colors. Can play a turn 2 Einok Wayfarer here. All right. Milled a Dispelling Exhale and a Revival of the Ancestors. Plenty of action in hand for us. Teamer. Let's attack. Play Abzan Monument. Not sure what color I want, because I have the white source, and I have 2 black and 2 green. I guess I'll just get another white source. But we'll play the tap land here first. Oh, look at this. The naturals. All right, we are playing against the Globe deck. All right, well, I can't really do too much here, so I guess we'll just keep up Riverwalk technique. Oh, I just realized that the Stormbrood is a really nice answer to the Globe. Gonna do this in response. I mean, they can choose to draw this again if they want, but it's fine. Okay, they did have a Dispelling Exhale. They're going to mill themselves. They hit nothing. And now we have the option to play the Stormbrood and kill the Globe, which I do think is worth. You know, what's funny is alternatively, I can just kill the Rejuvenator, which gives them access to 2 mana. But at the same time, getting this in play to kill the Globe also seems really good. So I'm just going to do that. The next turn, we can just slam the dragon and just attack for a lot. Seems pretty good. Okay, whatever. It's just one of those days, folks. Wait, what happened to my land? Oh, they bounced my land too? What the I mean, what? Sometimes when stuff like this happens, you just laugh. You just get Jeskai Revelationed. Last time we got Super Mardude, and, you know, that's just life. That's just life. All right, we'll keep up Riverwalk technique, I guess. Holy cow, this is ridiculous. This is my welcome back to Vegas moment. But you know what? I'm recording this. It's already late afternoon. I've had a long day, long weekend. If we 0-3 this draft, you get an 0-3 draft. Best card in the set, by the way. Best card in the set. Highest win rate, at least. It's like this and Ugin. Breaching Dragonstorm. We're countering that thing. We'll take some damage, it's fine. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. I will say I do really have concerns about this format. Only because if every single person drafts 5 colors, which it might be the correct thing to do so, then my only concern is it's really fun the first couple weeks, but then I feel like it might feel too samey. I actually expressed this in the Discord as well. Like, just, I don't know. Right now, it still feels sweet. But I'm just saying, like, if everybody does it, is it still sweet? Maybe I'm just sad that I'm getting Jeskai Revelationed, and my opponent has a sweeter Globe deck than I do. Mostly because I don't have any Globes in my deck. So they needed the land? Like, why did they need to get the land there? Wow. I think having a 5 toughness flyer is really important, so you get to play around Molten Exhale. And then having the 3/3 here means I can probably block these monk tokens. So this is kind of the split that I like to go with here. It looks like they do have a removal spell. Okay. Well, they only had like 2 cards in hand from the previous turn. Man, I can't even get it back. That's sad. Yeah, if they kill my Wayfarer, then, I mean, we take a ton of damage. Right. Renewal. Got back Dragonstorm and Globe. Yeah. And there is the Globe. Wait, why did they play that first? That's probably an oops. What do I want to do now? So I want to wait on the Lion. I want to wait on this card until I can do both in one turn. So I think I'm just going to play Sago Wildling here and kind of hope for the best. Gain some life. And I do have Caustic Exhale available. This way, next turn, I can go lie in wait, get back the Disruptive Stormbrood, play it, and then kill the Breaching Dragonstorm. Now, if they hit a dragon, obviously I'm going to be the saddest Paul in all the land. But what can I do, right? Okay, Breaching Dragonstorm value. Into Piercing Exhale. Okay. Alright, we'll try to Caustic Exhale in response. Mostly just to save our Wildling. 2 cards left in hand. Okay, Jade Cast. Okay, they're out of gas. They are out of gas. This thing has reach, though. Okay. What do I kill? I can kill the Jade Cast. This is actually interesting, because they don't have any dragons in hand, right? So I can kill the Jade Cast Sentinel just because that is a blocker, and this allows me to just finish them off. So maybe I just take the risk. Let's deal damage to... I don't know. Hold on. I gotta think. Damn it, they took it. Okay, let's return this, kill this, and then play this. And this is tough. I'm gonna kill the reach creature. If they draw a dragon, they draw a dragon. It's just like I need to close this game out, and by having these 2 flyers with this, like they have this reach creature, right? Like I want to have the flyers to try to close this out. All right, let's make a 3/3 here. Play a land and pass. It would somehow be pretty insane if we can win this game after getting Jeskai Revelationed and Breaching Dragonstorm twice. Okay, nothing from the opponent. Sandskitter, Outrider. All right, we might be able to make a pretty aggressive attack here next turn. We'll see. They're at 7 life. That's a Sagu Pummeler, okay. I mean, they drew that for the turn. I can just attack with everything and kill them. Oh my gosh! No words. I got Jeskai Revelationed and I won. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Did not expect that to happen. They, I guess, flooded out. And man, that I really love that Golgari, like the dragon that kills things and also disenchants when it comes into play. I really like that a lot. I'm going to keep this hand here because I have the Winter Night Stories and the Unending Whispers. I have a Tranquil Cove, so presumably the Unending Whispers will get me to my 3rd land, and then I can play the Winter Night Stories, which lets me kind of play everything else. This card is just fantastic. Okay, let's draw a card. Maybe we draw a tap land. No, Sagu Wildling. Okay. Let's go get a Swamp. And now we have all of our colors. It's great. All right, Furious Forebear. Let's draw some cards. I don't really want to discard 2 cards, so I'm just going to discard that. This is a creature I don't actually want to kill because it's going to keep coming back. Clarion Conqueror. Okay. Let's kill that now before there's any shenanigans. And I'm gonna Behold the Dragon just so I can play my tap land here. I still have Dispelling Exhale as an option. And so I still have lots of ways I can interact with my opponent here. So like if they play something, I obviously counter it. And then I still have Riverwalk Technique for future turns. Ooh. I'm not going to play that. Well, oh man, that's interesting. That is really interesting because I have the Armament Dragon. I actually shouldn't have played the land. Huh. Yeah. Okay, well, let's play the Roiling Dragonstorm. Maybe I can find something to play. All right, let's just play our stuff. I don't need another white source, I don't think. I have 2 black, 2 green. Let's just get another green, I guess. Well, if they play an enchantment, I can just run out the Stormbrood, which is really nice. Oh, Bone Cairn Butcher. That's a good one. They have 3 cards in hand. I actually think I'm going to take this slow here. I'm going to actually just kill this. Yeah, I'm going to kill this and then go with the Riverwalk Technique just because I have so much card draw. So target the Butcher in response, shall we? It'll shuffle it back in, so it effectively just kills it, I think. That does seem pretty good, right? Boom! I guess they can just attack me for $1 million? No. That's not what they're doing. Ooh, hello! Welcome back, friend! Oh, but wait. It might actually be better just to hardcast this, right? And kill the Monument? Yeah, I like that a lot. And we get to pick up the Dragonstorm. Yeah, this is great. Let's play the Dragonstorm. Discard Evolving Wilds. And pass. So, you know, getting lots of advantages here in terms of resources. We'll see what happens. I mean, easy block. Sure. Hopefully they can play something that I can kill with the Lion Weight. Yeah, I mean, that's not the nicest thing to get back, I will say. But killing Hardened Tactician doesn't seem terrible on this board. But I'm at 13 life. How do I feel like there's always a chance that they have a removal spell, so I don't want to just slam the dragon. I just feel like that's probably one of the worst things I can do. Oh, I forgot about the Furious Forebear. Whoops. Yeah, that is certainly a thing. Just trying to use, like, all my mana the best way that I can. That's kind of all I'm going for here. All right, they actually want to draw that again. So that tells me they have another Mobilize card or just some other way to get things back out of the graveyard. We have 18 cards left, certainly churning through our deck at a good rate. Sonic Shrieker, okay. Let's discard that. Well, hopefully they don't have, like, just a hard removal spell here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we play this. Yep. All right, we draw more cards. Hope for the best. Abzan Monument's going to be pretty nice. It's going to make a 7/7 here for me. Host of the Hereafter also looks pretty nice, just in case they kill things. We might go Owen Mardu. That's definitely on the table. Yep. That's great. Oh, I do have the Stormbrood though. Huh. Okay. I mean, I guess they get to get some damage in, but it doesn't seem like that was that strong, right? So I want to make a 5/5 and a 4/5, I think. Okay, and then let's draw more cards. Probably not good mana to tap that way, but whatever. I will play all my life gain lands here, and we're going to pass. All right. I hope this is enough to stabilize, okay? Like, I just played 2 Giant Dragons. They both blocked this. All right, they're trying to come back with the Equilibrium Adept. We have good blockers. Land was good because they can play the Tactician. So we're, you know, this is still very much a game. Okay. Whoa! Revival of the Ancestors. That's a good one. Then we got, let's just play all the goodies. And ooh, I can also probably 11 cards left. I'll discard this. Play my land. And no attacks yet. Next turn. We have 8 cards left. I don't really need to draw that many more cards. All right, Abzan Devotee. The thing is, once this goes to chapter 3, I feel like I'm in excellent shape, right? Also, I can make a ginormous spirit token too. And I can bounce something. Just lots and lots of good options here. Hardened Tactician, sure. Okay, that doesn't matter much. Sure. They get to draw some cards. Let's put some counters. Trying to figure out how big I want to make this Armament Dragon. Because it does make a gigantic Abzan Monument token as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana available. Kishla Trawlers was incredible. So that gets back a spell, so I can get back Lion Weight. And then I can use the Lion Weight to get back the Stormbrood, maybe? Let's exile this one. And let's get back Lion Weight. Let's cast Lion Wait. Get back Stormbrood. Deal 3 damage to... Hold on. Yeah, I guess I just don't have a big creature in my yard. I have 7 cards left. Shuffle that back in. Attack for 5. Six mana. I can't actually tap this, huh? Okay, I guess we don't do that. Alright. We just need to not die this turn and we're okay. Even if they kill my Armament Dragon, I can put a million counters on something else. Because of Host of the Hereafter. If they exile it, it's not good. Oh. Oh, yeah. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. They're still super dead. And by super dead, I mean, we're looking all right. Oh, they have another one. Okay. All right. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7. Bring it on. This card is just so good. Yeah, I forgot about exile effects. I just assumed they would just kill something. But I guess if they exile my dragon, it's really bad for me. So the reason why I'm attacking like this is because I have the Caustic Exile. So anything the Tactician blocks, this way I can use the Exile to just kill the Tactician. And I still get to gain a bunch of life. And trample, all the good stuff. And I'm at, 7? I'll just keep this back, just in case. All right. Well, you know it's bad for my opponent when they're returning Absent Devotee to their hand. Like, they can't attack me anymore. They're at 7 life. I mean, they're probably just very close to dead here. I'll put this and this into my hand. All right, we have 2 cards left in our library. Yeah, okay. Super dead. I had the Ice Bridge Serpent. By the way, I only had 2 cards left in my library. It took almost my entire deck to beat my my Mardu opponent's deck. Somehow we're still 2-1 though. We, like I said, I don't think my deck is particularly anything special. But we are just making it work with just some good grindy cards and a lot of card draw and finding some way to win the game. Oof. I will say today I am a little bit tired today. Little bit tired. Okay, I have no green sources, but I will keep this. I have blue, white, and black mana, and it's because I have the turn 2 Caustic Exhale, and if I'm in a bind, I drew my planes as well, then I can also just play the Trawlers on turn 3, although of course that's not what I would prefer to do. In fact, I probably just won't, because I can kill something now, then I can play the Sandskitter outright on turn 4, and then if that dies, then I can use the Trawlers to get back the Exhale. Alright, Jeskai Dragons here, Stormstreak Feral, the play from the opponent. This is awkward because, like, I don't have a dragon, so I can't play the Exhale, so I think I just want to do this. That way, if I draw a tap land, I can play the tap land. I just like all my lands here. Like, this card's whatever. Look, if anything, it's a creature that goes into my graveyard to get the Kishless Trawlers back. If they play something worth exhaling next turn, I can go Exhale plus the Absent Monument, and that's perfectly fine to exhale. Oh, and I drew the Forest? Well, that certainly changes things. Oh, you know what they could have, actually? They could have the Counterspell, just the way that they sequence things. The one that cares about your power. So why don't we do this first? Okay. Okay, well. Now we know it's safe. I'm going to go get a forest or a swamp. Let's just get a forest. Our hand is looking fantastic for the late game, so Very, very happy about this. Sipsig Appraiser is the play from the opponent. Mills does not keep the Sarkin, actually. Okay. Obviously, this is not the type of card that we want to Ice Ridge Serpent. Let's just get this in play. All right, no dragons in hand for the Dragonstorm just yet, but plenty of action here. Riverwalk Technique, Lion Weight, which can only deal 2 damage right now, so it's not ideal. Boulderborn Dragon. Okay. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Then I will bounce the dragon. Then I will attack. Okay, then we'll play Dismal Backwater. And the next turn, if they play the dragon again or something big, I can always bounce it. Again with the Riverwalk Technique. I can actually Riverwalk Technique and then get back Riverwalk Technique with the Kishla Trawlers. Although, yes, and then when the Kishla Trawlers dies, I can use Lion Weight to get the Trawlers back, and then maybe get back Lion Weight. There's a lot of recursive shenanigans I can pull off here. But our opponent also has a gazillion cards, so it's not like I'm super ahead, but I do like my board position, and I do like the fact that I can probably just take out one of their big creatures. Oh, Winter Night Studies is a good one. 3 available mana. Okay, I can discard a creature or 2 cards. I'm going to discard 2 cards. They played a Strike Master and kept up a bunch of mana. It's kind of interesting. Okay, what do I do now? I'm just going to pass. I have a Riverwalk Technique and a Rakshasa's Bargain. Okay, they tapped down my creature. That's very weak. And also, I just have... Yeah, so, like, given that I can just play the Bargain here, really, really liking this spot. Like, I have Removal Spell or Card Draw Spell. Returning Ice Ridge Serpent with Lion Weight is also quite strong. Boulderborn Dragon, sure. Let's get some stuff. I like getting stuff. Woo! Let's take the Stormbrood and the Counterspell. Oh my goodness, this is just way too much value. Oh, I can just play this, can't I? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's insane. And I get to bounce the Dragonstorm. I keep forgetting that this also just, like, kills enchantments and artifacts when it comes into play, which is ridiculous. And now I'm not going to play the Dragonstorm just because I have 7 damage here and a counterspell available. So they need this turn to be really, really good. And I still have 6 cards in hand. So, you know, this is just Sultai value. We have 2 counterspells here too, so it's just really, really hard for them. Maybe they have Jeskai Revelation, I don't know. Rally the Monastery. Okay. Actually, no, the sequencing for this was bad. I should have Riverwalk Techniqued. I think I'll be fine, though. They have 1 mana. They can't do anything. Boom! There you go, Jeskai Dragons. And, you know, we had a little bit of a rocky start. I was 0-1, got Mardu'd out. I thought I was going to lose the second match because my opponent resolved the Jeskai Revelation. But hey, we are fighting. We are 3-1. All right, on the play here. Ooh, great hand. Oh no, I misread the card. Oh no. I don't know why, but I thought this was a green mana source. This is not a great hand. I need a forest. Okay, I need any land. Any land. I can kill something small, But I would... Okay, well, I'm going to do that anyways, I guess. Oh, no land. Oh my gosh. Any land. I have 17 lands, plus I have a monument. Now I really need kind of an untapped land here. Like I said, a forest would be good. Ooh, they got some good cards here. Okay, okay, you know what? I'll take it. Sipsig Appraiser can hopefully find me more lands. I'll take the Citadel. And now we have all of our colors, although it's still a little bit awkward just because my colors aren't perfect. But what can I do? What you got for 4 mana? Oh, yep, that's a good one for 4 mana. All right, so this is a big turn. Keru Goldkeeper. It's a very good one. Let's go ahead and get a forest with this. And then, what do we do? They have a 3/3. I have a Stalwart Successor that I can play. Doesn't use my mana as well, though. I can play Revival of the Ancestors next turn, and I guess that combos well with Stalwart Successor. Maybe Riverwheel Technique is good. No, let's just play this. Just a nice big creature, and if they kill it, I get to move the counter somewhere else, which is pretty nice. Next turn, I can just run out the Einok Wayfarer to try to hit a land, and that still will give me the ability to keep up Riverwalk Technique, or just play Stalwart Successor. Would also fill my graveyard for a potential Lion Weight as well, which I think is pretty nice. So I think this turn is a good turn to just use all my mana and play the biggest thing in my hand. Of course, I couldn't cast the Revival of the Ancestors this turn. But my opponent's... Oh, gosh. Gurmag Rakshasa. All right. That thing is ginormous. What on earth do I do? Let's play a Wayfarer. Maybe we mill something gigantic. Okay. Green or white? I'm just going to take another forest, I think. So I can kill the Goldkeeper by returning... But then they can make a giant Gurmag. But then if they do that, then I can bounce the Gurmag. I'm just... Like, I know I have the Successor. I just think there's such a low chance that the Successor actually gets to stay in play against a Sultai deck that hasn't cast any removal yet. Where I just want to put the most power and toughness in play here. All right. Think we're gonna be in a bit of a racing situation here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2. Do I want to counter here? Sure. Okay. Now I can cast Lion Weight, or I can... It might actually be good to just Disruptive Stormbrood and cast Riverwalk Technique. I could have also played the Stormbrood and, like, killed the Essence Anchor, I guess, but... Okay. Sultai Devotee, sure. Snakeskin Veil, okay. It's a lot of damage. It is certainly a lot of damage. What can I Lion Weight? I can Lion Weight back a Sipsig Appraiser. Yeah, because I don't have a great attack here. I need to kill the Devotee, I think. I'm at 4, they're at 11. I mean, I guess I could kill this. All right. Traveling botanist, sure. They have to be careful with how they attack now. Okay. Okay. So what do I do now? Because I can bounce the Rakshasa. I have access to 6 mana. So I do think playing the Abzan Monument is fairly safe here. Green, black. Let's go black, sure. And I suppose I can just make another 6/6, right? They're at 3 life. No, we'll wait. Okay. Okay. This is looking good now. I mean, the way that I look at it, they need to kill one of my big creatures, and they have to double block the other one, right? So, yes, one of the 2/3s can block one of my 2/2s, but they'll still go to 1, and they still have to kill one of my big creatures. Oh, no, only this needs to be double blocked, excuse me. Now, if they kill the Stalwart Successor, which I don't think they can because they could have played it the previous turn, like, this just is going to get double blocked here. This maybe gets single block, but they still die. Okay, so maybe they do have a removal spell. Or not. That's fine. They're just dead. Okay. Okay. Man, that enchantment is absurd. That Saga, giving your team lifelink and trample after giving you 6 power and 6 toughness worth of stats for 4 mana is outrageous. I can't even believe I considered not taking the card. Super strong. Okay, opponent on the play here, and yeah, we are definitely keeping this. I will have to get an island here, not a plains here, sadly. Yeah. Only because I feel like by playing the turn 2 Roiling Dragonstorm, it kind of gets the rest of my deck going. So let's go ahead and do that. We can probably throw away this forest if we draw other lands. No, actually, I think I can toss this Jungle Hollow away. I think I'd rather have just more untapped lands. Wow, nothing from them. 3 mana. Okay, I guess we'll just play this. Do they have an instant speed creature? I'll be pretty sad if they do. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, this... I don't know, it's just kind of tough. Okay, well, you know what? I guess... Honestly, it's just like, just survive, right? Like, let's just... And no reason to give my opponent information here. I can just tap out here because I don't have anything else to do with my mana. Let's just kill both their creatures. Venerated Stormsinger. Okay. Just... Back to your hand, please. Venerated Stormsinger. Okay, okay. Green, black, white. I have enough green and I have enough black. Let's just get the plains, I guess. Let's set up here. I'm going to keep the Serpent back for blocking. 3 cards in hand for my opponent's black-white deck. Kintree Nurturer is the play. Okay, nothing. Now what? I think it's just Dragon. It just uses my mana the best, so let's get that going. There's a good chance they kill my successor, but that's fine. But I get to bounce my Dragonstorm too, so this is really insane. If I get to pull this off, it's absolutely ridiculous. If they kill my successor, it's... Yeah, I don't get to absolutely go nuts, but that's still okay. Like, I still have a board that's hard for them to attack with. I returned my Dragonstorm, and like, what are they gonna do, right? They're down to 2 cards here. Yeah, Krumar Initiate, sure. Lie in Wait, okay. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Beat down. I want to get the Revival of the Ancestors going with the Stalwart Successor, which is why I wanted to get this in play first. What did they do? Make a 5/5? Sure. They're at 12 life now? Goodness. So this is 5. Don't care for the Wayfarer. Let's get this going. Let's attack for 4 in the air. Yep. Yep, this is just... I'm yeah, this is just over. Power overwhelming. 4-color dragons, still very strong. I kind of want it to be Abzan just based on the rare, but look, there are still just synergies that exist across all the different colors. It is not too hard if you draft mana responsibly to end up with a nice 3 or 4-color deck with not that much help, honestly. All right, 5-1 on the play here. No blue sources. Oh, gosh, if I draw 1 blue, though, and if I draw... Here's the thing. If I, like, any green, black, or white card I can play, I'm on the play and I have a turn 2 monument. It's just... I don't know. Obviously, I need an island here. Gonna get a plains here with the monument. We did add another blue source to my deck. I think I'm on 8 blue. So basically, the only bad draws are green cards and blue cards and non-island lands. Okay, well, Mardu is our biggest weakness. We definitely didn't want to play against that, especially with the slow hand that we have. But we do get to play a turn 4 Rakshasa's Bargain. Yeah, this is really bad. Okay, that's an Einok Wayfarer. The question is that better than just playing a Rakshasa's Bargain? Because it can't even block these creatures. I think the Bargain is just better to do here. I really want an island, and I want to put a big creature in my graveyard to cast the Lion Weight. That's going to be what helps me come back from this board. So hopefully we can do that. Also, if I find an island, I can play Lion Weight plus the Einok Wayfarer. Green, black, 2. Okay. So we really need an island. We did not find it. So I'm extremely sad. Like 10 out of 10 sad. I'm going to take Caustic Exhale. And do I want Untap Land or Jungle Hollow? I suppose... Oh, no. I also don't have a creature that I hit, huh? I'm going to get the Untap Land. Ooh, well, I mean, that certainly helps, but I'm going to play the Wayfarer here to see if I can find an island here. And maybe even, if I can mill a big creature too, that would be nice. Oh, I found the island. Oh, and the big creature! Okay, so there's the island. I play the island. I play Lion Weight and kill something big. Let's kill the 4/3, because just in case they kill my Wayfarer. Okay, now we can chump. If I draw a dragon, that would also be really great. Oh, Sonic Shriek. Okay, well, if they play one of the best uncommons in the set, it's not going to be great for us, I'll tell you that much. All right, well, we're at 8. Mardu just doing Mardu things. We're just a little bit too behind here. And that is, of course, the cost of playing this type of deck. What the hell do I do? Cry? I can cry. Crying on the stack? Gosh, this is so brutal. Okay, let's bounce the Stalwart. Next turn I can go... I don't have a second black source, so it's kind of awkward here too. And I don't have that many ways to kill Sonic Shrieker, which is also problematic. Oh, jeez. Kill my thing plus play Quarry Mountain Stalwart? Yeah. Oh, never mind, we're dead. Okay. Like I said, that was kind of an awkward draw, and we got paired against Mardu. Had we gotten paired against just, like, another mid-range deck, our hand would have been totally fine. We would have been able to fight them pretty well, but that hand certainly wasn't great against an aggressive deck. Like, we got there more or less with our mana because we played the turn 4 Angler, but given their hand, it was just, we were just too much on the back foot there. Sonic Shrieker, what a card. It's okay, 5 and 2. I mean, 5 and Mardu. Do I want to play... I'm just going to draw the card here first. If I find a 2-drop, I might want to just play it. And this digs me. And if I miss, then I can just play the Hollow. Yeah. Alright, turn 3, I can play Gurmag Night Watch, which is pretty good. And if they counter this or kill it, it's not that big of a deal. Looks like they have a Caustic Exhale, which is fine. Alright, what sweet spell do I want on top? Dispelling Exhale or a Sandstep Citadel. I'm not in the market. Look, I have other white sources in my deck. I can't just take a non-spell there. Abzan Devotee and a land. All right. Oh, why did I play that land? I should have, whatever. All right, let's just counter that, slow them down. Hopefully that ends up being really good. Okay, yep. Oh, and we drew the white source here. That's excellent. All right, now we can play Winter Night Stories, pitch some lands. I don't think I just wanted this. I just want to discard lands here. Island, sure. And let's play the Cove and pass. Five cards in hand for the opponent. Roamer's Routine, sure. All right, let's get the Revival of the Ancestors going here. Just going to be a really nice card to play. Let's play this first. I don't want Plains. Let's go get a Swamp. Oh. I guess I want Plains then. All right. Revival of the Ancestors in play. Still lots of value type cards, right? We have a Winter Night Stories, Unending Whispers, Sipsig Appraiser as well. Obviously, they can play something big here. Fanekeeper's Familiar to kill my enchantments. Pretty good, yeah. Definitely going to kill it with the Disruptive Stormbrood. And let's see... This costs Harmonize 4. Like, I really want to cast it. Let's see, 5 mana, 3. Nah, let's just play Sipsig Appraiser. Evolving Wilds thins out our deck, so I guess we'll take that one. Do I actually have basics to get? I should have probably checked. I think I have islands. And given what I have in play right now, let's just go get the island here. All right, we don't have that many lands left in our deck, actually. We discarded a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Oh, that's really good. That does kill the Abzan Monument. They're certainly getting some value there. I drew a Caustic Exhale, but 3, 4, 5. I don't want to use this to bounce. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and just kill this? Just cast this. And discard. Ooh. I think it's going to be a creature. I'm just not sure which one. It's probably the host. I feel like I just would rather have the interaction here. And I think even though I have the Roiling Dragonstorm, I just want to keep hitting my land drops here. 8 mana here. Like, this lets me play Dragonstorm into Armament Dragon anyways. They have 5 cards in hand, but at least we have a decent board here. Wow, they just cast the Sweeper. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. 3 cards left in hand for the opponent. Let's play Roiling Dragonstorm for more value. Pitch a land here. Play this for value. Make this really large. I'm still going to play a land. Let's draw a card. All right. 10 cards left in our library, but plenty of card draw here. So hopefully they just run out of action. Oh my gosh. Okay. It would be pretty funny if they just completely run us out of resources. It's definitely possible. Lotus Light Dancers is fantastic. I don't have a lot of ways to kill that thing. Don't have a lot of ways to kill that thing. Look at this. Look at this. Well, that was a really good draw, actually. So let's kill that. What do I want to do? I guess probably this. Okay, put 2 of them into your hand. These 2. Alright. Look at all their things in their graveyard. Just so many. They're at 15 life too? Can you please just draw some lands? Okay, they're finding some lands, but man, they do have a bunch of mana sinks here. Can I kill them in time before I deck myself? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. 5 cards left in library. What do I do? This counters a creature spell? Yikes. Okay, let's draw some cards. Ugh! I need all my creatures. Sure. And this I'm probably just going to keep using to kill things to shuffle it back in. But I legitimately don't think I actually have a way to win this game. Okay, finality counter, sure. Okay. What? 2 cards left in my library. Man, I just don't have the mana. They keep leaving this thing up. Oh, you know, look at that. They're just, of all the things, you're ramping here? They have 4 cards in hand? I can shuffle these back into my deck indefinitely. It's kind of funny if they just choose to go for the don't play anything, mill me out strategy. Because I have the Saga Wildling. Hopefully I can just utilize that as a way to not deck myself and just kill them with what I have in play. I also have the nice combo of the Kishla Trawlers plus Lion Weight, which is a nice value engine. Abzan Devotee, yep. Agent of Kotis. Okay. Do I kill that? This is big. This is big. I think not. Okay. Back in the deck. Back in the deck, baby. We are doing what we can here. Back in the deck. Can I do anything else? 3, 4, 5. That does not give me access to Riverwalk Technique. And they're going to counter this. Sultai Devotee. Okay. Hey, that gives me a target for the Disruptive Stormbrood, which I do not mind. Oh. No, now I don't. Now I don't have a target. Okay. Okay, let's kill the Death Toucher. Let's attack. They might be forced to play it out, or just keep taking damage. If they play the... Okay. Alright, let's just... the little sand skitter outrider that could. That's kind of what we're on right now. Oh, Kenneth. You and your Fanekeeper's familiar. Oh, Kenneth with the attack. You're gonna die. Or at least I hope you die. Scavenger, Regent, each non-land dragon. Okay, so we're countering that. Okay. Focus the mind. Okay. Yep. Keru Goldkeeper. Sure. 3 cards in hand. Do I just let them do it? And then I kill it and shuffle this back in? That's not bad either. Alright, you can counter this now, right? What? Okay. I truly do not understand what they're doing. Like, what are you saving Fanekeeper's Familiar for? I don't understand. Okay, they drew Whale of War. I guess we're just dead now. Well, you know what? We fought the good fight. But sadly, not enough here. We'll see. Absent Devotee. Okay. Let's kill you. Shuffle that back in. Let's play you. I don't need the white mana, right? Okay. What's the best thing to get back? White. Blue. What's the best thing to exile? Okay, let's exile this. Let's get back Lie in Wait, I assume. The question is, what do I do with this Lie in Wait, right? They're also at 3 life. I can attack with Saga. I can just play Saga Wildling now that I have the other thing. Maybe I do that? Sure. They're at 3 life. I mean, this is like a lethal attack here almost. So they have 3 cards here. I have a Saga Wildling. The Fanekeeper's Familiar can draw them gain them 3 life. Let's see what they do. It would be insane if I win this game. Like, I've just been recycling cards the entire time. Rakshasa's Bargain, okay. Well, look, their deck is really, really good at getting to the late game here. I would be shocked if I can win the game after this Rakshasa's Bargain. Okay, well, those 2 cards were kind of junky, but let's see what else they found. Okay, a Dusyut Earth Carver. Do I have a 4? I don't have a 4 power thing in the graveyard. Excuse me. 7/7. Go to 4. Okay. They can go... Oh, they can't do the Goldkeeper. Wow, what a close game. Especially given that I have no cards left in my deck. Okay. Oh, man. What a game. What's your last card? Okay, so we get that shuffled back in. I'm at 20 life. Yep. Gain a bunch of life. Surveil again. Surveil on top of that. Whew, man, what a crazy, crazy game. Sage of the Fang as well. Okay. Okay, I don't have a way to deal 4 damage, sadly, so this doesn't quite work the way that I want to. But it still seems like my best option to just keep playing a bunch of things. So they're at 7. Do I want Riverwalk Technique or Lie in Wait? Let's go Lie in Wait. Oh my gosh. They can make a giant Earth Carver. Oh yeah, they have Scavenger Regent in their deck, don't they? Yikes. Okay. Yeah, this is probably game. This is probably game. What a... And I like... Look, that is this format in a nutshell. They definitely have a few more bombs than we do. But yeah, we basically just drafted the same deck. Yeah, I can't do anything. And they have the Regent too. All right. Good beats. All right, we tried. We tried. We definitely put up a good fight here. But sadly, we will only be going home with a 5-3 record. I thought this deck was pretty solid. We definitely not being able to play. I don't even remember what was in pack 3, pick 1. But whatever it was better than New Way Forward. And I'm sure that would have helped a really, really good amount. This deck was really good at actually just not running out of action. We actually drew a fair amount of cards. The Winter Night Stories and the Kishlet, Sipsig Appraiser, Kishlet Trawlers with lie in wait value as well. So I really liked what this deck was able to do. And yeah, I mean, this is just kind of how you're supposed to draft this format. Like, just make sure you prioritize cheap interaction. Caustic Exhale, Dispelling Exhale, those are among the premium commons in the format. Make sure you have just enough stuff to do early, right? Just to keep your aggressive opponents honest, and then just kind of win with random, dragons at the top end. Because if you look at my deck, I only had 1 rare, right? It's not like this deck was just absolutely just bonkers. Oh no, excuse me, I had 2 rares, but that's the thing with this format. As long you can just draft these 3, 4, 5 color decks and still pick up a bunch of wins. Even though when you're drafting, it feels like you're all over the place, right? It really kind of did. But then we just kind of settled in, we found our lane, and we still got 5 wins. And when you draft this, you can do it pretty consistently. And if you do have a draft deck where you do get all the bombs, well, then you're going to get the 7 wins. But what I found is that you just keep drafting this style, and it's still very, very easy. I have had so many... Even when I was in Colorado, I just forced 5 color globes, and just every single draft, I just went 5-3. Or better, just because I just made sure that I had enough things to do early, and just the overall power level of the uncommons that you get are just so much stronger that being able to play all of them just increases your win rate by a significant amount. Like, I had some filler cards in here as well. Like I said, by no means did I think this deck was fantastic. We had a bunch of filler. Our mana was pretty decent, but I think this deck certainly could have been much, much better. And, if we got that first pick, who knows? And then, of course, we had some losses to the Mardu deck. One was kind of a keep against a very fast Mardu start. I think if we played against a mid-range deck, we would have had a really good shot to win there as well. So this is just kind of how you're supposed to play this format. And like I said, in the beginning, I thought I really liked this format. And for me now, I'm a little bit lower on it now because I feel like it's really cool to have a format where you can sometimes draft 5 colors. I don't think it's necessarily cool to be able to have a format where you can always draft 5 colors. You know what I mean? Like, it feels pretty trivial to be able to do, and you don't really get punished very often. And if that's the case, and everybody tries to do this, I mean, the finals of the Spotlight Series in Denver was just 2 5-color decks battling each other, right? And if that's the case, then the problem is it gets old. The gameplay gets old. It gets repetitive. And so I'm not there yet, but I do have fears because Ether Draft Drift, I drafted that format like 60 times, and it only started getting old until draft number 45 or so. I really enjoyed that format. Every color pair had its identity. It was trying to do its thing. Your blue-green exhaust, your black-green reanimator, and here, the allied color pairs don't really mean much. It's really just the 5 wedges. So you're almost only drafting 5 archetypes and then whatever soup archetypes you can have. So that leads to kind of less deck diversity in some ways, despite the fact that you have these, just decks that are playing a bunch of different colors. So like I said, that is my fear. I still think the format's sweet, but you know what else is sweet? Cube. But that does get old for some, unless you're LSV. right? That does get old as well. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, right now I'm having fun. I will continue drafting a lot of these multicolor decks, and I do want to dabble in some red-white aggro as well. I do think Mardu is really good, especially if everybody's trying to draft a deck that I'm trying to draft, then you can go underneath them, but you do need to make sure that it's open, because if the aggressive archetypes are contested, I don't think you're gonna have a good time. Like, it needs to be open. But when it is open, I do think you can pretty easily handle a lot of these other mid-range decks. But format's still young. First draft back from Colorado. There will be many, many more on the horizon. Hopefully, we can have a better than 5-3 result in a future draft video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Once again, big shout out to all the patrons, especially the ones that I got to meet in Denver, Colorado. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some singles for your constructed decks or some booster boxes, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Please make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.